Hi guys, Autumn from Autumn's GPW Journey here today. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to work on the starter. I'm lucky to have Terry here with his expertise, and
Hi, Mom.
he's going to teach me how to change out the starter because, big surprise, the old man just has not been starting. So that's next in our series of parts to replace. So now we're going to turn it over to Terry to show me, first of all, where the starter is, because I don't even know that. Help me, sir.
Well, that's very easy on this particular model. If you look to your right, you'll see this black cylindrical looking apparatus.
This big thing?
That is the air filter.
Needs to come up.
If it needs to come off so that you can actually get to the starter, which is located on the side of the motor under that thing.
It's just that
So
big
what
green
you're
thing
going
here?
to need to do is grab you a screwdriver and a 1/2-inch wrench or socket to take that thing off.
I'm jumping in without asking. I'm assuming I'm doing this so I can loosen it to take it off.
You are correct. And that should be good enough.
Okay.
Now you're going to want to grab your 1/2-inch socket and ratchet.
Is this supposed to attach here?
You should just
Or
put it
underneath
back
it?
in place underneath.
Underneath that more?
Should be on the bottom part of it there. There should be a lip right there.
I was on the right lip? Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't sure.
Never hurts to ask.
So these two bolts?
Those 2 bolts, and there are 2 more bolts just like it on the other side of it. That's where your extension is going to come in handy. Something that I have learned over the years, before you take that bolt out, take the ones out that are harder to get to, so that you're not trying to balance the thing and then try and find the other bolts
Which are
to
the
take
other
them out,
bolts?
because they're over here. There's one here and one here. Those actually have slots in them, so you should be able to get away with just loosening both of them. There.
Loose or off?
Yeah, take it off. And again, this isn't at all necessary. It's just going to help you to be able to see what you're doing.
Okay. So, now that I'm holding this,
Now you can just pull it off. Pull that hose the rest of the way off. Hopefully. Yeah, because it's only been on there for half a century, so. Now, something we should probably mention for our viewers is to remind them before you go doing anything electrical, make sure the negative battery terminal has been disconnected, which we have done earlier. And for
Folks
any
in
of
the
your,
audience, please remember I sell insurance for a living.
and also anyone of your viewers that happens to have access to tools and equipment, they would probably really appreciate some quality hand tools that would make this a lot easier than using the El Cheapo yard sale tools that they're currently resorting to use.
Oh, I thought we got me good tools. I guess not. A little bit longer. I'm almost there. Ooh, come back. No, that one I lost.
Okay, if it fell behind the starter, you'll get it back when you take the starter off. Now go ahead and remove the cable. Should lift straight off. Next thing that you're going to do, excuse me, is if you look at the bottom of the starter at the front, there's a nut and a bolt on that little bracket.
This one?
That one.
Okay.
And that also looks like a 1/2 inch. It is. But you're going to want to undo the nut on the other side of it. There's a nut and a bolt. So you're going to want to take the extension off and just use the socket.
That is too small.
That's too small?
Yes.
Try this one. That's a 1/2 inch.
That one does it. What's wrong? What'd I do? Oh.
Nothing. I'm trying to angle the light I'm holding so you can see.
This is what you meant, right?
Yes. And unscrew it with the ratchet. Again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so you'll be pulling it up towards you.
Oh, good. I was right. Okay, that feels really loose.
Okay, the next thing is you're going to unbolt the starter itself from the rear of the engine. Those look like 9/16 inch. Take the one off the bottom first.
Right here? Or
No,
here?
on the starter. There you go.
Too small. Nope, alright. Righty tighty, loosey lefty down.
Yes. And when you're working like that, it's a good idea to break them loose using the box end of the wrench because there's more gripping surface on the wrench. So it won't slip off as easily and possibly round off the bolt. And next, the last one will be the one on top, yes.
It's just those two that we're taking off,
That's
right?
just those two.
Usually you use a 4-foot long bolt.
I just want to make sure I didn't drop those when I pulled it out.
No, that's smart.
Okay, now that you have the mounting hardware off, you're going to rotate the starter clockwise so that hopefully the bracket down there at the other end of the starter will clear that little bracket that's there. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to undo that last bracket. But let's see if we can just twist it. And then pull back towards the front of the vehicle.
Stuck on that bracket, so I don't have to turn it more.
That's as far as it'll go, so you're going to have to at least raise that to...
No.
Yeah, that'll work. be more than enough. Just twist that bracket down out of the way. Sure it'll work. Why not? And it may be a little heavy. And there's your starter.
Well, thank you, Terry. I know
Now
I know
on-
what a starter is.
Now on this particular model, since it has an open Bendix, the bushing for the starter is in the bell housing.
I'm gonna have to get that out.
We may have to. Let's take a look at it when we at a point when we're ready to put the new one back in.
Okay.
How's it one feel?
It doesn't feel bad, but
That's a lot of in play.
well, again, there's nothing there holding it
Yeah,
because it's in the bell housing itself.
gotcha.
Okay. So the next step will be to take that and go get it rebuilt.
All right. Stay tuned. You'll see us again soon.